see the captions, though, because there are captions working. Now you can hear me. Let's make it so that you can hear the players and sound is working. I'm a professional,
Ta-da!
guys. But hello, welcome Echoes to Aether Engines, episode 3. We finally got here. We are unfortunately missing Whiskey tonight because he's not feeling well, so everybody send him well wishes. But in the meantime, I'm Evie, the Disaster GM. My pronouns are she, they, or any. I don't really care. And this is at least part of my Fine of Disastrous crew. Let's go ahead and go around introducing ourselves, and we are going to start tonight with Nikki.
Hey guys, I'm Nikki. I play Kat in this wonderful campaign called Aether Engines. Kat is I don't know. She is instrumental in the train that exists, in that she focuses on navigation and resource retrieval. She's also in the new position of being a big sister. Actually, not new; it's kind of old, but now a revisited role of being a big sister to an estranged younger brother who's mysteriously shown up on the train that she lives on. She wasn't expecting that. Anyway, to her best friend, Luna.
Hello. I'm Ash. I use whatever pronoun is funniest for the bit. I am playing La Luz de la Luna, which is a doomed flutter, the strider that walks the wasteland.
That's what I was supposed
I'm
to
very
say.
excited to be here.
sorry, Ash.
You're good. I will pass it on to Rev.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Rev. And tonight I am playing Connor, the strange little brother who's just as surprised as the big sister to have the family back together. And happy to be here and ready for whatever the adventure brings today. Back to you, Edie.
Amazing, love it. Wonderful group, and I am very excited, especially since we are able to jump back in because this is our newest campaign. So just as a heads up, while scheduling allows, because we've had a couple of schedule hiccups, as is the prerogative of all TTRPGs, we try to run every other Friday from 9 Eastern or 6 Pacific for a couple of hours. This is not what our normal night would be, so we should theoretically still also be running this game again next week. So if you would like to be notified when this or any of our other games are live, because we do run other games, go ahead and drop us a follow if you're watching on Twitch, like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube, and you can be notified when we go live. With all of that out of the way, donations. We are doing a fundraiser for World Central Kitchen. I'm on. It's Friday, guys. I had a long work week. There we go. Command is done in Twitch chat. I'm so good at this. We are raising funds for World Central Kitchen. If you would like to follow the link that is in chat, it will also be dropped into the YouTube chat. You can go directly to their website or go to our Tiltify link. It is benefiting Chefs for Gaza in this case. And no portion of the donations go to AEA or any of its affiliates. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and roll into focusing on today's session. I can talk, I promise. I have had a lot of caffeine. We at the Archives would like to remind you that this is an adult content-rated game with depictions of violence and gore, possible mentions of loss or trauma, and or similar content. We do our best not to cross each other's lines, but for those watching, you have been warned. Last time, after having discovered that they were moved on from their normal trek on the train and the normal path, and that they were making a stop in an unscheduled area. The group has gathered as some of the scavengers and hunters of the Train Society to go out and find things, which is an opportunity for Kat to kind of keep an eye on Connor and make sure that he is not killed out in the wilderness, essentially. Um, for Luna to do whatever it is that the moth folk, the flutters, have given her to do. Cameron to attempt to assess this new medic on the train, and Connor to kind of settle in to his new role. A storm has rolled in, somewhat violent, actually, and sparking strange bits of power or electricity among the trees without there being true lightning striking down, which, due to its ominous nature, was assumed by several of the party members to be a forewarning of a more powerful and more ethereal, we shall say, force with this storm. So they have hidden out in a cave that was big enough for something fairly large to sleep in, to bed down. Signs of habitation, but nothing alive that they had seen within there, at least for the moment, until they saw something perhaps undulating in the ground far out, the ground shifting and moving as if something underneath, which turned out to be this strange, hey, panda, um, which turned out to be this strange and monstrous beast that had been burrowing forward and intended to use this cave as its home because it's where it's lived. A fight ensued, and through much effort and a couple of missed shots, they did finally take this creature down, um, winning at least for the moment, and finding a couple of strange, very, very old post or pre-apocalypse, essentially, items that it had dug up and brought back to the cave. And now, with the storm still raging, sparks of power still sparkling among the trees and greenery outside, thunder rolls, and you guys stand recovering after the fight.
I'm gonna take my action recovery roll.
Yeah, me too.
Good plan. Good plan.
I always forget. I'm so used to Bell that I always forget how squishy new characters in the system are.
That was a terrible roll. Okay,
Well,
3.
Bal is like above tier 3 even, so that tracks.
I'm also going to take my 10-minute recovery roll if that's okay.
Yep, you guys have time.
Oh, that
She's also
okay.
Bell also just never gets hit, so I can just freely use my points on my abilities.
That feels better. Now I feel safe. I feel safe.
You feel safer now? Okay, good.
I feel safer now.
All right.
Yeah.
I think Kat will stand up, and I think last she was just getting her hand bandaged up by Doc, and she's just gonna, walk past Luna, who's still, I believe, working on the giant mole rat, if I recall.
Yeah, the carcass.
Yeah, and just kind of like give her a pat on the shoulder as she's walking past to like be like, I'm still like, I know your attention is, I'm just moving past. Sort of like one of those silent signals. She hasn't really looked at Connor since the fight concluded. And she's going to go investigate the entrance of the cave to check whether or not the storm is getting worse.
Go ahead, and this isn't just perception. This is this is a little bit of nature and intuition in like impaired with perception. Do you have anything from your kind of explorer's adventurer's toolkit skills wise that might help with that?
I have find the way when you apply effort to navigation tasks because you don't know the way or are lost. That's not really so much. No,
Okay.
no,
All right.
no.
All right. So give me a roll because you're trying to see if it's still building up or just present or starting to fade. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Like,
basically, yeah. It's
okay.
like, are we hunkering down for the long haul in this cave, or do we have time to move?
Okay. Uh, General difficulty of 4, so 12 or better.
Natural 19.
Ooh, damn, minor effect. All right, so as you kind of peer out, you can tell that the storm is hitting and it is hitting hard. Uh, Most people would probably say this is probably the major weight of the storm. Thunder and lightning are crashing ahead, but based off of everything that you guys had observed with the strange sparks in the trees, it's not going to rain itself out anytime soon, and you don't think that this is actually the peak. Something is probably still developing or coming because something has to happen with these strange sparks and the fact that nothing beyond like the greenery can be seen out there.
Um, okay. Kat will walk over to Luna and say, "Hey, um, listen, Luna.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
good work out there, by the way. It was pretty impressive, and I mean, you actually rode that thing for a little bit. That was badass, actually.
It's what you pay me for.
It's true. You know, I also just like to give you a compliment, Luna, sometimes. But yeah, I pay you for that. As anyways, good job. What I'm trying to say is, a storm out there. It is it's bad. Um, but my gut is telling me it's going to get a lot worse. So I don't know if we want to hightail it out of here or if you think that hunkering down here is our best bet. But I don't know. I got a bad feeling. Like we sit here and we're caught in this, and the train is stationary. Like we need to be moving. What's your sense? I don't. I guess that's my job,
Sense.
right? What?
What? Yes.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Right. Yeah. Sure.
If we cannot return without finishing our mission,
Well, I'm gonna check the list. How much of the list did we get out of like? Because it
Well,
wasn't fully.
you have a trap set up to catch one of the creatures.
We did
Um,
do an incredible job on that roll, didn't we?
Amazing trap set up
Woggle, right?
to catch one of the creatures, which you'd have to swing by to see if you actually caught this strange frog thing. Hey, Siren. Um,
What
you
was this?
got
A
some willow
squirrel?
bark that you got like a massive splinter in your fist for because you were like just hacking at it with a random dagger.
Worth.
Um, but yeah,
don't I
other
have a
than like a couple of cuttings and the willow bark, and I think Connor might have even bagged something.
Yeah, I
Yeah, we
backed
got a
some
plan.
medical plants along the way.
Yeah, so you have probably what could be expected of this situation, especially if you swing by and check the trap. Um, if you don't swing by and check the trap, you still also have what could be expected of this situation because the live samples are kind of a like big wish item.
Um, Historically, do trains leave without personnel, depending on climate?
Yes, but it generally is because they've been there for a couple of days or they're running from a major threat.
on the natural 19 of running from a major threat, how does this storm feel?
Um, 50-50.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, either it is or it isn't.
Like, you have heard the rumors of why it's called the Steelheart, which would
Mm,
make the headman particularly hesitant of the magical storms.
mm.
But there's something in the area that he wants. There's no other reason why he would have you guys stop out of schedule and in an area that you're not familiar with.
Right, right.
So it's kind of a 50-50. The longer you guys take, the more likely it is to happen. But, like, this train was pretty well aware that a storm was coming. You
Can I
guys
check?
were on the leading edge of it the entire time.
Can I check the list again? Is there anything on this list that strikes me as unusual, or is that like something something specifically we are aiming to like?
Give
Yeah,
me a roll.
sure. Like a D20, or is this like a flat out luck check?
It is a luck check.
Do you want me to do a D100 then?
That is
Or
entirely up to you. Just
I'm
tell
gonna
me
do a
what you're rolling.
D100.
Yeah, just tell
Let's
me
do
what you're
it.
rolling.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
just go good old fashioned luck check here with a good old D100.
Yeah.
Um, okay, well, these are two D10s. I don't know where my other one is. 94. Don't know what that means. Is that good?
That is towards an extreme.
Okay.
On D100 luck checks, unless I say specifically 0 is bad and
Hmm.
100 is good, on the extreme ends, I consider to be lucky, and towards the middling sides, I consider
Hmm.
to be unlucky.
Okay.
Um, and that's just kind of like, it's not a designated thing, so I can take it however I want. 94 is a pretty damn unusual and good roll. Um, on this list, no.
Okay.
But having worked with the train as long as you have, and knowing how things kind of work, generally speaking, that whatever is probably motivating him is not going to be on a publicly accessible list. This would be something that is handed out as a someone speaks to whichever group is anticipated to find
Okay.
whatever the thing is. The one time that you were on one of those groups, it was in the middle of your initial debrief, or not debrief, but your preparation before going out. A discussion was had in private.
Right. Okay. Uh, yeah, Kat's gonna look back at Luna and be like, you know what? This isn't fucking worth it. We're gonna get out of here. All right. Like, we're not gonna be, I don't know. I just got a feeling, Luna, that this is gonna get worse. So, and it's not on us to, yeah, stay so much blood. Uh, yeah, it's not on us to stay out here. So when you're done, what do you think? Oh, a little while or a long while? Yeah,
For what?
to finish.
Finish what? The rain?
This part. She gestures towards the now disassembled mole rat.
Oh, um, mm, it will be done when it's done.
Well, I guess if you could be done in like 15 minutes, that'd be great. If that's possible.
Very well.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thanks, Luna. All right. Yeah, Cat's gonna walk away and start wrapping up like the goods that she found from the mole rat.
Okay, okay.
Kind of taking a fleeting glance over to Connor, see if he's okay. Try not to stare.
Connor has taken the time while they've been recovering and then doing all of their discussion and prep. And we kind of introduced this is where the um, Cooper DeVille it was coming to. He is walking the whole cave burrow and scanning using his scan ability as well as searching by hand for any more signs of medical equipment, medical herbs, any plants, anything that would be good for us to try to get
Okay.
out of here.
Uh, Go ahead and give me another search check.
I don't have anything bonuses for that. That's a flat 10.
Do you have anything that adds to
I,
that?
nope. I'm
Um,
a book person.
you probably find a variety of bits of withered plant matter that, with proper testing and proper lighting, uh, might prove to be something that you could even use. Um, but it might, with the fact that it hasn't been properly dried out and utilized, be pretty much useless. And it's just
Mhm.
with the flickering lights of the cave and everything, because at best you guys have a lantern at the moment. Um, you
Glow stick. Yeah.
Yeah, the glow stick. It's kind of low light, and you could get closer to the glow stick and study it to see if it is useful, but at the moment you're not finding anything particularly like, voila, I
Voila.
found the thing.
Mhm.
Hello, Frandy.
Hi, Brandy.
Um, I'll take the plants so I can examine them closer back at my workstation on the train and see if there's any seeds that could be gotten from them.
Okay.
And then, yeah, he'll kind of do that walk around back there before returning to see how the carcass is coming along and what the professionals believe the best plan of action is. Kind of bumbling back up front, sliding things in. The strange field that is around him has faded away. His robotic eye has gone back to the like blue and greens that it usually is rather than the red it had been from the combat. And there's a like clearly the like slight shake of the adrenaline still slowly wearing off of the fight. He comes back. So, do we have a plan?
That's just like, oh, yeah. She like stands up and attaches like the cargo to her backpack. And looks at Connor's face. Does she see like any like that kind of like fading of adrenaline, that sort of like grayish pallor that comes with it? Does she clock any of that on Connor's face, or is it easy to spot? Like, does he look shook at all?
Um, Connor doesn't have a normal face.
I mean, it's one that she's
um,
stared
yeah,
at
she's
for a
yeah.
decade and some.
It's been probably the 15 minutes of you guys taking time to recover. Some of the color to his skin is probably returned by now. There's the only thing you might catch is the his non-robo hand slightly shaky.
Yeah, um, came in here to get out of the rain. I looked at it. It's actually not that bad out there. So I think we're gonna head back to the train. We're gonna have to move pretty quickly. So um just um you good, Connor?
Yes. Just getting my bearings.
Yeah. Yeah, you took some good shots there, I saw. You landed a couple of hits. That was
Trainers on the train were thorough.
really? I mean, Stevron's all right, but I don't think he's that good. Like, yeah, okay. I mean, Well, yeah, I guess you always learn fast, so that's pretty good. Yeah, your arm, you move fast. So, um,
Don't know until you're in the field.
yeah, you really learn a lot. Good job. And she gives you a hit on the arm and walks over to the entrance of the cave. Good job.
I do look at like the because it was a large carcass. I do look at Luna. Do you need me to carry anything?
No.
Then if like I go to a part of the body that's still more fresh and still has like blood that hasn't clotted up and gone bad yet, and I stab a syringe in, just pull some blood sample out and stick it into my bag.
Oh my god. Okay.
You're getting as much of a death stare as giant bug eyes are able to give.
That's quite a death stare,
I
admittedly.
can see it, actually. I can definitely see it.
But yeah. Um so you guys are taking like 15 minutes ish to let Luna finish as much as she can of the carcass.
Yeah, I think Kat's a little anxious, but yeah. Uh, and then she'll probably like come over and any kind of I'm guessing when part of her gear that we take out is just like extra bags and stuff like that,
Yeah.
for bringing back supplies. So yeah, like she'll help like kind of load one up and like attach one to Connor's back, and then attach one to Cameron's back
Mm-hmm.
as well. And like be like, yeah, Doc, we'll go check your trap. I know it's fine. It was a nice trap. So yeah, when we're all bagged up and ready to go.
Okay. So, I would like a navigation check for you guys to figure out where the fuck you're gonna go, because all former traces of your path thus far have now disappeared with the weather. You have, with your little, like, mapping device,
Yeah.
telemetry thing, you have the direction that the train is in. That does not necessarily mean it would take you back by the traps, because it would take you in the most direct path. Um, so, navigation check,
I,
please.
I have a
Um,
funky little question.
Okay, I'll give you a funky little answer.
So Luna has an atmospheric tester. It's a thermometer, barometer, hygrometer.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, I wasn't playing her on the day before this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
but it allows me, if I spend a minute on it, getting an acid on a weather prediction test for the following day. Am I able to finagle that into helping me navigate this storm because I was ready for it?
Mm, I'll let you. Even though technically you
Yes.
were playing her yesterday because we let you do the, like, retcon of your intro, but I will let you.
Was that the day before?
Yes,
That
I
it
thought that
was
was.
was the same day.
when you terrorized
Oh,
Samson. That was the day
you terrorize
before.
my room.
Yep.
I,
But
I'm
also that
fine.
was
I'm fine
no, like
having it. I
I'll let
just
you because you also, like, it was us retconning and letting you, like, get that intro scene in because you had missed the first session. So
And
I'll go ahead and let you.
well, you're making like
uh,
Cat will clock Luna's kind of like taking a look around and stuff like that. She'll walk up and she'll be like, hey, Luna, she'll like show you the device. She'll be like, trains that way, but we weren't this direction when we last encountered that trap. Um, yeah, so that helps you kind of figure things out. Just you know. And she kind of
uh,
points and stuff like that. Good advice on there to lower the difficult. Never mind.
What you got?
well, I have a level of I'm trained in perception.
Okay.
I am impaired in perception in bright light, but it's stormy, so it can't be bright out.
Yeah.
And I got the asset from Nikki plus the asset from the atmospheric test that I was allowed to have, so it would be 5 plus 2.
And can I continue in that assist? Is I'm trained in geography. And Connor, as you guys are like talking and making your plans, Connor walks over and he's flipping open his own personal journal, and there's like a crude map of the path that we've been following from the train. Um,
Okay.
and
Because you're trained in geography, I will allow you to assist. Okay,
okay,
so we have assistance from Nikki. We have assistance from Rev. We have your barometer. We've got your training and perception.
Yeah.
And you said that there was another thing. Did you put effort into it or something?
No.
Okay, so that is
That was just
4 off
stealthy.
of the difficulty. Okay, so 4 off of a difficulty of 6 brings it down to a 2.
Fuck.
Damn it!
Still don't know. How far was
No.
So close.
Do you have
Oh,
any
yeah.
ciphers left?
I do.
Or
Yeah.
any
I was trying to
XP
say
that
this
you can use?
XP. I do have an XP. I'll reuse my cipher.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I gotta save the XP for the appropriate moment where I can figure out the campaign. That's a 16 of the stupid fucking dice.
So pissed off. All right. With the reroll, like initially it's you're just very turned around. But you kind of recognize the area that you guys went through initially, and it's just seeing it from a different angle that had kind of thrown you off. But with that, you are pretty sure that you guys would be able to follow the same path, and you have enough visual markers to where you could figure it out.
I'm pretty
Tony
sure we came from a
As-
left.
I'm scary.
So just directly out into the rain. Like you just immediately go out. Okay.
Hey,
So-
I was told to be ready to go in 15. I'm ready to go in 15.
All right. So Luna gets her bearings and just bolts.
To be fair, she does say to follow her.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is not her fault if you don't follow her.
All right, all right, go, 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 guys!
Okay. So
Cat just
everybody,
turns everybody out,
Yeah.
and she takes up the rear if Luna's in the lead. So
Okay. So navigating carefully through the absolute downpour that is happening, within seconds you guys are soaked to the skin. Or fur, or metal, or whatever it is that
Yes.
Connor's parts are made out of. But you do get maybe 5 minutes through, and like it's that kind of rain, and the ground is wet and muddy enough to begin with that it's like that sucking sensation to your boots as you are walking. And there is not much in the way of running because of the weather and because of figuring out where you're going, because you're trying to follow a specific path rather than just going direct. But you get 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You had walked for a decent distance initially. Thunder crashes directly overhead. I would like everyone to roll a might check against the shock of sound and light.
Man, because I like the flavor of it, I will give myself one impaired on that.
Yeah.
Because it's a bright light and no moth.
Oh yeah.
16.
I'm impaired on hearing and noticing dangers. Can I get that as a like for this role?
Amazing.
Actually, ironically, yes.
Oh, that's a 14.
Cat got a 15.
Okay. So, for the most part, you guys aren't completely stunned by this. Like, the one that would be the most affected by it would probably still be Luna, but it doesn't fully stun you for a moment. Um, you
She does
are,
take a second and goes, oh,
yeah, there is almost ringing in your ears from how loud the crash of thunder overhead was, because this was directly overhead. If it had touched ground, it would have touched near you.
bad noises.
Shit.
More of those sparks are happening among the trees. And I would
Mm,
like a perception check from everyone.
I got that.
Whoa, that's a natty 20. I'm rolling hot today.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
7.
7.
11.
7-11.
Unless
I'm
there's something
trained
I
in
can
perception.
smell.
Okay. Um, you are still noticing the sparkles and sparks among the trees, Luna, but you're probably trying to differentiate everything from that sudden crash of lightning and thunder, and don't quite catch that the trees, for the other two, are moving in a way that doesn't match a particular direction of wind.
Does it look so they're moving?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no?
Oh, interesting. Love this. Love this, ET. uh uh mm, does it look like like extremely dangerous for us to go near the trees or anything like that? Like should we be like
You don't have much of a choice. You are in a forest.
yeah, okay. So and like by trees moving, I mean trees sway, right?
Yeah.
Do they
But
are they like
generally, in a storm, they are
yeah,
in one direction.
yeah, for sure. So but they're like is it more
You know those wacky
animalia?
waving, are like inflatable
Yeah,
arm tube mans? Kind of
yeah.
like that. So it's like all over
Okay.
rather
Okay.
than moving with wind. Because you can tell the direction of the wind by the direction of the rain as it comes down.
Okay. Cool. Um I don't think I have anything like that's not my foray. I'm not here to do research. That's Nikki thinking. Sorry. Hi.
Hi, Nikki.
Yeah, cat has no interest in the fact of that there are undulating trees. It just is a bad sign. So, um, yeah. So, cat will look at everyone and be like, "All right, so we just need to keep moving, and I don't want you to touch any of the trees. If we can avoid that, that'd be great. Everybody hear that? No touching the trees. Don't touch the tree." She looks right at Connor. Don't.
He definitely had like a clippers and was like about to take a break.
Uh, as your major effect from the nat 20, because there wasn't much of a big thing to help or happen with that, you can take an asset on your next roll.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because, yeah, like, so do you continue forward? Do you try to double back? Do you hold still in panic?
No, we push on. Cat gives like a signal to like Luna to like keep moving.
Okay.
Um and to get ready to stop by that damn trap.
Okay. So you guys had gone on for a little bit before you set the trap. So you'll probably reach the trap in another 10 minutes or so, which, especially to you, Cat, feels like 30. It feels like it's been twice the amount of time that it just took to get here because of the stress of the everything around you. But you've eventually come on this slightly more open area um, that you had initially stopped in and find the traps that Dr. Cameron had set out. And there are indeed, because of that nat 20 from last session, two in, of these little creatures.
Squonks.
Yeah, tiny little squawks in like the trap, and they are, as I believe that I had initially described them as like these strange squirrel frog things. Um, they're fat and dumpy like a frog, with strange markings on their back that almost look like the holes cut in a jack-o'-lantern's face. And then instead of a fuzzy tail, their long tail is flat and almost fin-like, kind of like an axolotl's. But they are in there, and as you get close, you can hear them making this kind of peeping noise of like very panicked and or attempting to find mate. Frogs, due to the fact that they are in cages, probably panicked.
So cute.
Yeah.
I feel like the doc was the one who had the animal handling skills among us.
So
Believe it or not.
we'll just let them grab
Yeah,
those.
I
Okay.
think so.
All right. So you have successfully gotten some squonks, which Google is struggling but did manage. Excuse me. But yeah, so they are on hand. You are successful. You have your squonks. Congratulations.
Right.
Everyone, please make a speed defense roll
Oh God, the
as
squonks.
as everybody stops to like let Dr. Monahan pick up the traps and get them situated with everything.
As I was not paying attention to the traps and instead was paying attention to my surroundings, as it is my job to keep these people protected, could I get a special asset on that?
Roll for luck first. And Connor, you are hindered on this, by the way, because it's
Oh,
known
no
as a
worries.
creature. Oh, 12 out of 20?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to put a level of effort into this.
Okay.
I'm also
Natural.
trained in intellect defense tests.
Okay. Intellect defense tasks? It's speed.
Oh, I'm also trained in those.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you said an intellect roll.
No, it's
My
a
bad.
speed. It's a speed thing. It is reacting to something happening.
15.
Okay. And what was yours, Cat, who has been rolling like fire tonight?
It was 18.
18, of course.
Yeah.
With your asset from your previous nat 20,
Yeah.
you are the first to react and easily able to, if you so choose,
Yeah, I do.
dive out of the way to catch something as the ground around you rips and ripples with the roots of the trees coming up and undone, with the ground splitting itself. Water torrentially pouring down as more lightning arcs overhead, the sparks among the leaves, brighter, almost like, I am sorry, Luna, almost like daylight.
Can I direct my body at Connor to try and push him out of the way?
I would say that with your previous success and current success, you would have been able to give Connor an asset,
That's not
but
enough.
it wouldn't be enough with what Rev rolled, because Rev rolled a 2.
Rev! Come on!
Nikki
Welcome
hasn't
to me
killed
as a
your
player.
character, but I might.
Ooh.
Alright, so, Luna, you are also able to dodge out of the way pretty easily. So you could either attempt to take flight in the rain and all of the stuff going on in the air around you, or you could just stay fairly ground bound and dive out of the way. Uh, Connor,
Uh,
and this is unfortunate, but with that too, especially, and you being hindered, it is not a GM intrusion level, but you definitely fail. And as the ground beneath you ripples and then rips, roots coming up and almost like slashing, flailing, uh, similar to the limbs of the tree. One smacks you directly in the chest and throws you 30 feet. You take a moderate wound.
Ooh. How many of those do we get?
I believe 3? 2?
Four.
4. I'm just like, I know that it starts as like 3, and then based off of your type, you get more. And based off of certain other things, you might get less, depending on things. But yes, so you take a moderate wound as you are slammed by one of these larger root structures and just thrown like 30-ish feet through the air, slamming into the mud further away. There is a
Almost a
rift
sign of
in the ground.
sparks.
It is not like down into the depths of the earth, but there is a deep rift in the ground. And around you, you hear the snapping and crashing of trees and branches and limbs as this happens all over.
Oh, so just a bunch of rifts just opened up.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Cat's gonna scramble up to her feet and go like take a look over her shoulder to see if Cameron Doc is all right. Did he okay? And like did you take to the sky or just jump? I can't remember. Or just dive.
I dodged out of the way.
Okay. Uh
I,
yeah.
Joys of being absent is that your character is virtually safe unless the party fully goes down.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, Cat will like run the 30 feet like mud just like kicking up behind her as her boots are just digging through it. And then like kind of slides to a stop in front of Connor, who's like I'm guessing prone right now.
I will in as that's happening, I will pull out my hatchet and move to protect Cat specifically.
Okay.
uh uh Assessment, like what am I seeing on Connor? Like how like moderate wound, but like what does it look like?
You see part of my jumpsuit ripped open, and there's sparks just spraying out of my side, my right side.
Okay. Ether, is it how does it do around water? Because I know electricity is not great with water, but ether energy may be different. So does it operate in the same principles of where there's like a current and then it's conductive and that there's water or
Well, Rev and I determined where these parts came from. And they're only partially aether powered. The reason why they communicate with the body
oh no,
and
oh no.
biologically is because nerve impulses are partially electrical. So you can see it sparking into the water, and it isn't fully shocking his body, but it's probably not good. And
Uh,
it might give you a good zap if you touch it.
right. But also Cat knows, although I know electricity is rare, because we established last episode that we know what that attracts. So Cat's like, oh fuck. And is it like your torso?
Yeah, it's part of my like what would probably be my rib cage area.
What the And then she just like digs into her bag and she pulls out like a little like wax sort of canvas it's kind of like a covering for like what she would have put on her backpack,
Mhm.
but we were too much of a hurry. And she's gonna kind of put it over the wound. And then like take two more straps and strap it around your chest to just kind of like seal it off so there's no water, and be like, okay, get up. Can you get up? Can you get up? Can you breathe?
Yes. There's clearly like for a moment my like right arm is like locked for a second before there's like kind of like and then he uses it to push himself up.
Okay. Uh,
And kind of using his tail also as like this extra balance, putting more weight on the tail than he usually would aid him.
uh, Kat's gonna like also like when she like does that to like wrap it around like the canvas around. She's doing a check to see essentially where like the boundary of that robot chest is, just as she's doing it, because she's just like, that's way more than I was expecting. So,
Um, an initial glance, you would feel that it kind of goes up and connects with my shoulder and my shoulder blade. On the front side, it's clearly there is a point going to the left side of my body where it starts to become flesh and scales again. Um, it's a probably at least a third of his upper body.
yeah, yeah. She's just like, okay, yep, you're good. She's gonna look in your eyes. You good? You good?
Yeah, there's clearly the eye, the robotic eye keeps like flash changing colors, but
She's looking at the other one.
the reptile eye
Yeah.
is wide, but it's slowly like calming down.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna
Yes.
keep
We
moving.
move. Yes.
You got it. You know, you're good. You can breathe.
Yes. Lungs unharmed. Just wind knocked out.
Okay. Well, yeah, we have a different opinion of harm right now. So we'll talk about that once we get back to the train. How far are we away from the train, Luna?
With the speed that you guys have been traveling, you're anticipating maybe another 30 minutes if you start hustling, which will hinder your rolls getting there, by the way. You could probably cut that in half.
What does the terrain look like now? And are these routes still undulating?
Uh, it's almost like they're twitching like a limb that's in pain. So it's not that they're still or like flailing around. It's more like that kind of pulse of your funny bone just got knocked and you can't really control your fingers at the moment.
Yeah.
Um, the tops of the trees are no longer flailing around like something trying to escape. So either whatever just happened caused everything to just kind of be stunned and it's still trying to react to that change, or it's finished. Hard to say. Based off of your very good roll earlier, this is probably not the end of it, but this is probably the most extreme part of it.
Okay. Kat's gonna just bend over and pick up I guess like a broken branch and toss it into like more of one of the gaping wounds that are like sort of now in the earth from this like explosive force that brought these roots up. Is there any kind of reaction that happens when you toss something in there?
No,
Just
it
kind
just kind of splashes as they are very quickly filling with water.
of, okay. All right. Okay. Well, it's not alive. It's not like it's not gonna eat us. I don't think. That's my assessment. We should probably just keep moving, and I think we will take the risk if you guys are down with it to move a little faster.
I'm done.
Okay, yeah, we'll
Okay.
take the hindered rolls if we have to.
All right, so your navigation is already set because you have the tools at your disposal to know which direction you need to go in, and Luna had managed that roll earlier. The rolls that you are making at present to get back to the train safely are going to be might checks that could be aided by athletics, acrobatics, climbing, jumping, balancing. All of those types of things would help you because you are attempting to maneuver through extremely, shout out to Foos, difficult terrain.
Hey.
Um, but yeah, so it's basically you are going to be making a series of rolls to try and make your way back to the train while also being able to observe the birth of the Screaming Forest.
Cool. Cool. I'd like to
That's
put
exactly
effort
what I wanted to do
into
today.
yeah. I'd like to put effort into my might check.
Okay, so your first might check you're putting effort into.
Yeah.
So everybody go ahead and make your first roll to cover the first essentially 5 minutes of your trek.
I will also put effort and with my tail, I also I get assets on like grappling and wrestling. Can I use that to be like grabbing
Yes, the tail.
things and helping myself move along?
The tail is a maneuvering asset, so yes.
Before we
gonna-
before we also move, Kat's gonna turn to Connor and say, I know you're a little shook up right now. Just focus. Focus on your breath, focus on your feet on the ground, and don't think about anything else. You just stay steps behind me, okay? And that's good advice. Another asset.
Okay. Let's see.
Um,
There's the resources.
I also have an ability called Survive the Wastelands. I don't know if I could. It lets me find food and potable water, but I feel like that's sort of applies to navigating the wasteland.
I'll let you use that as an asset on your roll, yeah.
And you know the help I can get.
Yeah.
4.
4. Okay. So we've got a 4 with effort, 1 effort, and an asset from your thing. Okay. Then let's see. Where is the. I'm trying to find.
I get an extra effort, by the way, because find a way does apply in this case.
It does.
Yeah, attempting blazers or need to choose between 2 or more,
Okay.
otherwise similar paths or something very similar. You can apply a free level of effort. And I feel like at this point, Kat is trying to figure out how to get us back.
All right, and moderate wounds do not hinder your character individually, so you do not have a hindrance from your wound.
Okay.
So we've got a 4. What from Cat?
An 11.
11.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Dang.
Wow. All right, making it
Should have
through.
given my advice to Luna.
All right, so Luna, you kind of stumble and trip. You are leading the way, so they can't go ahead of you. But at some point, you do kind of fall into not one of the rifts, but one of the not fully overturned trees. I would like you to make an intellect roll when you do so.
6.
6. In your head, you hear the screams of all of the upturned trees.
Great.
Until you stumble away from it, at which point it stops. So while you are connected to the tree, you hear its pain.
Do I understand that what I'm hearing is the trees, or do I just
Probably
hear?
not. It
Do
is
I
your
hear like
first encounter
ethereal
with it.
screaming?
You stumble and fall into one of the trees, making full body contact with it, and just in your mind is the scream of thousands.
In that case, I'm gonna stumble away
And it stops.
and just and I just sort of freeze. I just stop moving. And I whisper to myself, uh, I can hear the screams of my people. And that's sort of where she stays.
From the back, you hear, "Hey, Luna, what's up?"
No response.
Uh,
Need to keep moving.
uh, uh, I think Kat will meander her way past Connor and Cameron, to get to Luna. Uh, you good, Luna? Hey.
I hear screams. Well, I heard screams. Did you hear
Uh,
them?
Kat will take a listen, and like, looking around.
Just stand in the rain.
Yeah, just standing in the rain, kind of just like doing a quick like, which way?
You
Um,
hear distant rumbles of thunder and the creaking and cracking of wood that has been displaced. The rain pounding on the variety of wild surfaces within this forest. You don't hear screaming.
any particular direction, Luna?
Uh, it was everywhere, right? Technically, like it wasn't like a directional sound. It
It
was just
was
in her head.
it was directly in your head, so it was just this overwhelming, like, mental sound of thousands of screamings.
It was everywhere.
That immediately like brings Kat's attention back to Luna, and like she like looks at Luna. Does she like notice anything different about Luna's demeanor? Anything like, does she look hypnotized or dazed or anything like that? Is there any kind of like mental sort of, do I need to make a, I don't know if it's a medicine check or anything to like make sure that she's not losing her mind? Oh God, it's hard to tell, isn't it?
With Luna, probably, because Luna is fairly stoic to begin with.
You would notice that she's talking a lot more than usual,
It's true. That's a good
which
point.
is a bad sign when it comes to Luna.
Okay. Uh, I'll take point for a bit. You want to go to the back?
No, no, no.
You got this?
Also, no.
Okay. Well, we'll walk together then. And Kat gives a signal to Cameron to go to the back. Um,
I think as we walk in, Luna's just going to sort of curl up in her wings and just stare at her little fire for a little bit. Try to calm down.
All right. So go ahead and make your next roll. The pause to talk and reorient yourselves did add some minutes onto your trek.
can you guys hear my cat screaming?
No.
No more than you could hear the forest scream.
Okay. Perfect. No one can hear your screams, Nico.
Can you hear my dog pacing in the background? What is wrong with you? Come here, buddies. And now he's not. Okay. So, what was the next series of rolls? Are you once again putting effort on stuff, or are we going like bare bones this time?
I rolled a 15,
I
Okay.
think
but
Because
I
if it's without effort, advice can just be kept going. Without effort, like, it's basically, I think your rolls are like eased by almost the same amount.
like, how do you mean? Like we can keep good advice going?
You can just keep giving it, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, except this time I'll land that on Luna.
Yeah,
Uh, uh
oh,
helping
I
to
got a
guide
15.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would have given that before I had known that, technically, because you did look a little shook.
That's fair.
Now you came over. Why are you
I
both?
appreciate that.
Come here, buddies.
That's how I would play that too.
Okay. Do you see this? Do you see this man in the background?
Hello, handsome gentleman.
Oh, dude, he's feeding it down.
Come here, buddies.
Hey. I feel like Rev's suspiciously quiet. What did you get, sir?
11.
Okay, I got a 14.
Okay. You, Rev, only brush against one of the trees because they are hard to navigate around. So it's not full body contact. I would still like an intellect roll.
Can I throw in having, because professional curiosity? He actually brushes against one, but his tail wraps it a little bit.
Okay, once it starts happening.
Yeah, just to kind of,
Okay.
yeah.
That affects what your difficulty is on your intellect roll in that case.
All right. I will put a point of effort into this.
Okay.
And that is a 15.
15. Just like Luna experienced, as your hand brushes it, it's initially the sound of a single scream, and then your tail wraps it, and you almost sink mentally into the tree and begin to hear the screams of thousands of trees across this area. It's loud and overwhelming, and you don't know which direction it's coming from. It is just pain and panic and awareness.
Anomaly logged. Um, the tail wraps back off. And it shakes his head a little bit. There's a brief moment of him looking at the tree and he's like, I'm sorry. And then if he sees everyone moving, there's probably like the brief pause, and I'm sure Doc
Camera.
catches up to him and is like, hey, keep moving, kid.
Yeah.
And,
Hey, get moving, kid.
Yeah. All right, so.
don't touch the trees.
I already told you that.
They bring with them horrors.
What? Hold on. What? Cat turns around. Excuse me?
Ah, yes, horrorists. Thanks, Google.
How is that even a word?
I don't know that I want to find out what that means.
Oh, man.
Obviously, an ist of horrors.
Yeah.
Hey, horrors are people too.
But yeah, so Cat turns around and goes, "What?"
Excuse me?
Well, on it later. Let's get out of here.
All right, don't touch the trees. That's good. Yeah, that still stands. Let's keep going.
Okay. Next series of rolls. Who are you giving advice to, if you are giving advice to anyone?
Probably still, whispers to Luna, like, you got this. We've done this 100 times before. This is no different. Should have given it to myself. Holy shit.
What'd you get?
3.
Okay.
Hey, at least on a 1.
Also a 3.
Did you get a 1?
And
Oh,
a
yeah,
5. So.
I am also
this,
distracted by the fire.
Yeah. With this in your head of don't touch the trees, they bring with them horrors. No, we'll dwell on it later. And the fact that beside you is also a somewhat traumatized moth. All of you are struggling through this next section of the woods, and it's like a domino effect, one after the other. All of you kind of stumble and slip off of some of these upturned roots because the ground is just so uneven, it's so difficult to get through, and just bam, 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 fall almost cradled into some of the roots against some of the trees. Everyone, please make an intellect roll.
I'd like to apply effort, please.
Okay.
8. I was wondering why I was rolling 16s back to back.
Thought I had something for intellect.
This is fine.
Flat 10.
Okay.
6.
6. All right. Once again, your mind is just briefly taken over, all of you at the same time, with this sensation of screaming all around you. And we, individually, as the players, might be familiar with a crowd screaming, a crowd of thousands screaming. This isn't like the excited screams of a concert. This is the wailing of pain. It's overwhelming. It's almost as if you have been torn apart yourselves, but you can't quite feel the pain. It's just the ghost of a missing limb. It's that sensation of what should be there but isn't. Torn from where you belong, and as you basically just slip off of what had been the contact, because everything is wet. It's raining, it's storming, there's thunder and lightning overhead, there's sparks in the air. You slowly come back to yourselves, and you don't know how long you've been knocked out like that, but at least parts of you are just absolutely slathered in mud because you had all fallen to the ground in the process of these screams just overtaking your minds.
Sorry, you said we were feeling like we were taken from somewhere else?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's not
Luna's
traumatic
just
for your character at all.
Yeah, Luna's just flat on her back, and that worry that she was feeling before is replaced with almost determination. She gets up and she goes, "We have to go now."
I think
I'm gonna try to help the others to their feet.
uh before you even like bend over to like help Kat, she like does that like kind of like extremely quick get up. She just like scrambles to her feet and stands up and like puts a hand out in front of her and is looking at the roots. We need to go now. This is fucking bad. And she's mad. As you know, sometimes is the tone of Kat. She looks over at Connor. Is he still like in the roots?
Um, Connor is probably comatose for a few more moments than everyone else. There's a just voice in his head. Reboot, get up, survive. And there's a brief moment of him looking at technically his own missing limb for a moment of like knowing what it feels like to be missing something. And again, he kind of, as he gets up, and he comes up like a vampire waking from the dead, just that sudden up. Looks around, is like, again, looks at the roots and looks at the trees. Sorry. And then he does get up.
Yeah. As you're getting up, I think a hand just comes down and grabs your like whole front of the overalls and just like yanks you up as Kat just pulls you to your feet.
What's Kat's might score? Like max
like
might score?
14? 14?
He's heavy.
I'm gonna put no, I'm not gonna put effort into it.
You don't need to put effort into it. You can still like help to haul him up, but
Yeah.
he is heavy. The combination of muscle, that big ass tail, and all of the synthetic parts on him, He's a weighty guy.
Yeah. Cat's like, oh shit, dude, are you made of fucking and then she's about to
Perhaps
say metal, but then she can't even, she's just, yeah.
we move with too much speed. We make mistakes. Let's move with the force, not against it.
I think Kat's just like looking at Connor. She's like, it's a really beautiful idea and everything, Connor, but she looks at this room. No, we don't have fucking time for that. She's just mad. You can almost see that like her eyes are like almost like kind of glistening with like almost like tears a little bit. Um, yeah, we don't move fast, we die.
Your expertise.
Thank you.
Okay. While they're having this conversation, I would like to go to one of the nearby trees.
God.
Hmm.
And I would like to hack off a part of maybe a branch or a tree root.
Okay. Give me a might attack.
I'm gonna put a level of effort into that.
Okay.
I love how like Connor is just like, we need to be part of the forest. And I feel like as that sentence lands and I'm like, no, let's move. And we look over, we both look over and see Luna just with us knife out. It's just
17.
17. That does extra damage even, and you've got a hatchet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you are easily able to hack off like probably an arm-sized section of one of the upturned roots.
Perfect. I'm going to grab it. Does the effect remain?
While it's disconnected?
Yes.
It's kind of muted. It's like hearing through, muffled through a pillow, and then it gradually fades.
Good enough. I will carefully wrap it in cloth,
Mm-hmm.
add it to my back, or like my pack, and go.
Okay, sounds good.
I feel like both like Connor and Kat probably just stood just like she's extra still at the point where because Connor just said that she's just like there's like no movement or consequences to that action that we can see.
Nope, not at all.
Kat will just look at Connor and be like, see, it's really nice. It's a nice thought, but we just got to move.
Realistically, as meta knowledge for players, hustling through the storm, you have the hindrance of the storm.
Yeah.
You have a double hindrance of the hustle, and then you have the double hindrance of the like terrain at the moment. So you are currently rolling against a difficulty essentially 5 to get through the forest, because just navigating back shouldn't be a roll except for all of these hindrances. So if you stop hustling, while it will take you longer and you'll have to make more rolls, you would only be rolling against a difficulty 3.
You're saying there's a chance.
So you can continue rolling against difficulty 5 if you would like.
Yeah,
It gets you there faster.
let's see if Kat changes her mind after this one.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
we good with that, guys?
Continue with your hustle. You've got 2 more checks on a hustle.
2 more? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
because you just failed one as a group, which negated your progress.
10.
What's the difficulty 5?
15.
15.
It has gotten more difficult as you went along. Because
We'll
of your
find out if
previous
my advice to
failures.
Connor was good or bad right now. Hey,
10.
10, and
8.
you have 2 assets from your like one is from your wasteland and one is from your perception, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that means that you're rolling against a 3. um, Connor, do you have anything that helps you?
You said my tail was helping, but that's still not
That
enough to
only
bring
brings
it
it
all the
down
way
to a
and
down.
4,
and
Yeah.
so
good
hold on.
advice from Kat. She said
So
to
that brings it
hustle.
down to a 3, but that's still a 9,
I'm
which
an
is
8. Yeah.
higher than
Yep.
an 8. Okay, Kat, what's your
Eight-
total?
18.
18, so you pass easily. So once again, Connor, like, feeling that injury from getting, like, smacked and tossed earlier, and the kind of awareness of the pain that the entirety of the forest is kind of feeling right now. Once again, you just kind of lose your footing and you slip and stumble against a tree again. And it's you just barely missed your difficulty. So it's not full body contact, you're not like slamming into it, but you do stumble and feel against it, and once again the screams just light up in your head. Cat, are you
It's
just
a
pulling him away?
Um, yeah. I guess Kat at this point will turn around and see that Connor stumbled again, and then remember them as kids, and remember, like, how when he would play with some of the other kids, like kicking a ball around and like watching him trip, he just wasn't quite as fast as the same kids his age, and her like heart just sinks into her stomach, and she uh stops and turns around and like kind of uh goes towards Connor and is like, "Are you need us to slow down? Because we can't slow down. I know this is really tricky and with the forest, right? That's what you said, with the forest?
the forest. Yes.
Uh so like, can you elaborate?
I feel like we've been like really straight lining it and stuff. I'll like point off to the side where like the natural terrain makes it so the roots are more buried, even though things are ripping up and stuff. But there's like firmer terrain and stuff. And like the trees grow in certain paths. We move with the outside of that path.
Cat like looks and kind of sees what Connor's gesturing towards. And she doesn't see it like, oh, the trees are making a path or a pattern. She's just like, that's easier to get over. So she's
Yes.
like, yeah. Yeah, no, I see. I see what you're seeing. Yeah. We'll go that way. Luna,
Yes.
focus on the train, make it easier.
Okay. I focus on
So
the train. I make it easier, I guess.
yeah, so are you trying to weave further away from the rifts in the ground instead of taking a direct path?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
cutting
I
out
think
the
so.
hustle.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea there.
So you're cutting out the hustle and
Yeah.
moving on an easier path. So that reduces the hustle if you're also not just going direct, if you're trying to wind around. Again, it adds time but reduces difficulty, and if you are purposefully doing that and allowing yourself to take that extra time, then it will just be one more roll, but it will still take you a while to get there.
That's fine.
Okay. So one more
Um,
roll at difficulty 3, so 9 or better.
9.
Yeah, 3. No, not 9.
Difficulty 9, oh gosh.
3, which is 9 or better.
Cat will shout to Luna, like, basically like low, watch the roots, like they're like steps. Find the path with the steps.
I actually will not take that acid because I was gonna ask to have an impairment because Luna is currently looking for any seedlings or saplings that I could of these trees that I could take with me.
That you could try to uproot and take with you.
Yes,
Okay, give me a perception check.
I'm changing that. 17.
Hell yeah.
You see a only partially uprooted sapling.
I break rank. This is the first time Cat has ever seen me deviate from the mission, and there is no word, no message, no nothing. She's running that way, and then suddenly she's going this way.
Cat draws her gun. She's just like cocks it, and she's just looking around to figure out exactly where something is coming from.
Give me a perception check, Kat.
Okay. By the way, I rolled a 17 on my nap check.
Yeah.
And that's an 18. I don't know what's going on. This is freaking wild.
All right.
Okay.
So, you see Luna heading toward like what seems to be one of the smaller trees that's only partially uprooted. It wasn't able to fully create a rift in the ground because it's so small. It's maybe shoulder height for you, Luna height for Luna.
Yeah.
You also see something watching you guys from the trees that are uprooted. Like the gleam of eyes reflecting something.
How large?
Smallish.
Smaller. It's like smaller than my eyes.
The eyes are probably your size, but like placement would indicate that it is a small creature.
Okay. And I see Luna going for the tree.
Small tree. Like
Small
tree,
tree.
not like where this thing is watching from. So you're seeing it up in the branches of some of the partially uprooted large trees, and Luna is aiming for a sapling.
I'm gonna probably turn my gun on that thing because I don't know what Luna's doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean I trust her implicitly to make good choices.
Okay.
I pay her for.
Okay.
And so I will kind of like aim it towards the creature that's in the tree. I'll keep an eye on Luna. I do know from excursions that like one of the operations is obviously bring things back. I do understand to a degree that this is a extremely rare anomaly that we're in, and that any kind of valuable information can be gained from this. So, yeah, I got her back. I got her 6. I got her 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So focusing more clearly on the thing that is watching you, it looks like I would say large cat, not like predatory large cat, like bobcat size, but made of bark and leaves, and just these two glowing eyes, front facing, staring at you, bulbous almost. And it is just perched in the tree, frozen in place, watching.
Cat watches cat.
Yes.
Just the same pose. I think we just both have the same pose, like neither of us moving,
Yeah.
just super still, waiting to see what the other one does.
Yeah. It remains still.
Does Luna get her tree?
How are you trying to uproot the rest of this sapling?
Well, I presume that because of the rain, it is a little wet.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is gonna soften the ground around the tree.
A bit.
And for the rest of it, I have a hatchet.
Okay.
If it
Do you
looks like it,
remember when you
about
were
his
living
ties.
with me and working in the yard. Okay, so you understand why I'm telling you this is going to be a difficulty 5 might roll to try and
Yes,
pull it out.
I
I
see what
do.
he's doing, and my professional curiosity, and my botany background is very much involved in this. Um, he sees Cat focus off on something else, but his focus is still on what Luna's doing and going to the sapling. And he's like, I could use something like that too. And he'll rush over, and just his tail will go
Okay,
and
so
grab.
as both of you grab it, first please make an intellect roll against the screaming of the trees, because you are making physical contact with the sapling while trying to, like, pull it out of the ground.
15.
15?
16.
Okay, so you hear the screaming. It is distant enough with how small the tree is that it's more like you can hear the screaming of the thousands in the distance and the screaming of this one like a panicked rabbit right in front of you, like that high pitched shriek of a panicked rabbit right in front of you as you grab hold of it. Now go ahead and make a might check assisted by Connor.
I'm gonna put a level of effort into this.
Okay. So we've got it
Oh,
down to a 4
oh,
from Connor, and then a level of effort bringing it down to a 3. So
12.
you pass. It takes a lot of effort, and your muscles are straining, and the like tail around it definitely helps. And with a rip and that final wailing shriek in your head, because you can tell that the shriek gets stronger and louder and more panicked as you rip some of its roots while pulling it out of the ground.
Once I am holding it out of the ground, do I continue to hear the screams?
Oh, yes.
Perfect. I will put my jar of fire into my satchel, and this will take its place
Okay.
in my little atrophied hands.
Okay. So are you running straddled over it like a witch with a broom, or are you holding it like sideways beside you? I want to
Oh
like
yeah,
have a
right. This
mental
is
picture
big,
of
isn't it?
this.
It's
Yeah.
about as big as you.
That's right.
It's as tall as you
Uh,
are.
I think instead I'll just lug it under my arm
Okay. Okay.
and what because
So
my brain was thinking like I was holding it like that, but it did not would not I would just be
yeah,
I know
I was
that
just
would
like,
just not work.
are we seeing
Yeah.
like a waddling
Sorry.
witch broom, Luna? Or okay, so it's to the side a little bit.
This way.
Sure.
Okay. Cat. The creature has not moved. It is continuing to stare. It has not even blinked.
And I see that the tree has been like literally lifted.
Mhm.
Cat's gonna do one of these. And then like kind of still looking at the cat, kind of like holding, and then she's gonna holster her gun,
Doesn't move.
and then she's
Almost
gonna
like
go.
it's not reacting.
Hmm.
Instinct says, "Do not turn your back on a cat." Like this, just she's
Go ahead and give me an intellect roll.
all right.
Oh, that's a good one. I like intellect rolls.
That
The
is a
make
natural
the
20. I don't know what's going on. I thought I will
It's a
honestly
good nat
say
20. It's a good
I
nat 20.
okay, good, because I thought Megan's dice were hot. Cats are just flying tonight. I honestly thought that Rev has rigged our roll 20 to give Cat better rolls somehow. I was like, is there something in the background that has given Cat extra nat 20s? Because I feel like she gets a lot, but no, I don't know what these dice are when I play with other people. But I'm a
Okay.
GM, I never get these rolls.
Yeah. But yeah, so nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Um, the cat is frozen in place. It is not moving. It is in contact with one of the screaming trees, which, from your experience, is a fairly stunning moment.
Oh.
Oh,
Imagine what would have happened if one of you had rolled a nat 1.
oh, man, I would hate to be that guy.
It is probably lost among the screams and completely unaware of anything going on around it. Frozen, wide-eyed, and you just happened to be in the path of where it would have been able to see if it was conscious, if it was potentially even still alive.
Okay. Cat turns back. All right, we're moving slow with the forest. No tripping allowed.
I will listen this time.
Yep.
No more detours from Luna.
Yep. So, I don't believe we got Luna's navigation check. The other two had rolled, but you were just like, sapling?
Oh yeah, because I was gonna take a
Do you guys
16.
remember what your rolls were? Because I don't remember what
17?
your
I
rolls were.
haven't
Yeah, you were
rolled.
fine. Yeah,
Well-
you were fine. And yeah, you were also fine. Okay. So what was yours?
16.
16? Yeah, so over the next, like, 15 to 20 minutes, it's rough going. But you manage to carefully duck and avoid making contact with any of the screaming trees. And then, without even touching any of them, you hear what seems like screams in the distance that slowly solidify into, over here! Come in! Over here! Over here! And you can tell that you are close to the train, and they are probably calling in other adventurers that have somehow found their way back.
Let's go.
You are arriving back at the Steelheart. The rain still thundering and pouring down, but the sparks among the trees fading behind you. One of the saplings in tow, a variety of things that had been on the list in hand, even some stuff that hadn't been. And that is where we will take our break. So we will be back soon. Hope that everybody is enjoying the session. We'll see you in a minute. Stretch your legs, get something to drink, and we will see you then. Bye. We are still here, laughing and having a good time. Me knocking into my mouse. Luckily, it didn't click on anything. It doesn't look like. Okay, good. We're back. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Mr. Pzut. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. I hope I am. But yes, so having mostly escaped the forest and the intense storm that rages through it. In fact, the storm that is one of the legendary storms that was proposed in our world building sessions, that gave birth to a new, we'll call it, wonder across the land. The Screaming Forest. Trees uprooted, the rifts from the only partially overturned and catty corner trees forming not quite a swamp, but rivulets and portions of ponds leading to some stream or river in the distance. If you make contact with them, you could potentially freeze there, hearing the scream of 1,000 or more awakened and aware trees, constantly tortured by their very damaged and overturned nature. A sapling of one of them in hand, the scream of at least this one small tree still echoing in your head even as you run towards the safety of the train. A few other parties did manage to make it back safely, close enough to where, despite the fact that they might have had a couple of run-ins with the screaming trees, they made it back. It will probably be a day or more before you find out if there were any losses in the woods. But at least your group and your brother, for the most part, are safe. A wound taken, and a fight, samples on hand, a couple of squonks.
Squonks. Squonks? I can't remember. Somewhere in there.
Squongs, whatever they're called.
It was squogs. It was squogs.
Squogs.
Yes, yeah.
Because they're squirrel frogs.
Yeah.
But right. A couple of squirrel frogs, a couple of squogs on hand, trapped and alive as living samples brought back per the request on your sheet. But you are as safe as you can be back at the Steelheart. What would you like to do?
I will turn to Cat and I will go, pay me in the usual way. And then I scurry off. I'm going to go visit the elders.
Okay.
Did you take the tree with you?
Yeah, there's definitely Connor being like, I would like to.
Cat's like, no, we need to take that. Okay.
How does debriefing work?
I turn and I look to the person who is probably standing there, ready to receive teams.
They are already checking you off on a list and looking to the next group. It's less of a debrief and more of an emergency getting everyone in that they possibly can. Likely you will be called to a debrief once things have been organized, but at the moment it's just get everyone in shelter, and if necessary, get the train moving again.
Okay. Kat will see how busy they are and be like, oh. She's gonna take like Connor and Cameron kind of like to someplace where it's a little quieter, and out of sight. And we're going to take inventory of our goods. We're going to split it down the middle. 50% of it we're going to keep for ourselves, and the rest we can kind of set aside to report. So when we get like to the willows, be like, she's gonna look at you and like we're pulling it all. She's not explaining this to anybody. We're just like, she's like, okay, get your stuff out on the table here. Yeah, we're just gonna like unload here. All right. So, Doc, anything you want for your goods? Connor,
And
is there
we'll let
anything you need?
Whiskey claim whatever he
Mm.
wants when he gets back.
I would
Uh,
like to look at those medical things you retrieved.
oh yeah, yeah. Cat will pull those out and like unwrap them, and I think the case is probably still covered in like that saliva, right? So she's just gonna be like, you know what? Maybe just we're just not gonna. Let me just. She cracks open the case and is like, "Hey, take what you want. Just don't touch the outside." It's kind of burns a little actually. I don't really know why. Yeah.
Yeah,
She'll
I'll
let
take
you.
the nicer medical tools
Okay.
that were in there.
Gonna take the syringe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cat will take a couple bottles of whatever's expired there, but leave like maybe I don't know, maybe half of what's in there to be reported in. Um, and then yeah, I can't remember what of the squonks actually. She will take one of those. This-
Okay.
Yep, she's gonna take one of those.
Okay.
I think there's like a little like canvas like uh case that she has that she can like unfold and it like kind of like a grocery bag actually like
Okay.
a cloth grocery bag and then she's gonna slides it in there except it's like small and she like clips it shut like you put a camera in something you put a camera in you know
Okay.
little camera case with a little handle on top she just shoves it in there there's room it can breathe it's fine she sets it down it's not her first time she's done this. And then yeah, she gathers up all the other items that like essentially weren't claimed by Cameron or by Connor to add to her own inventory
Okay.
of goods uh to spread amongst the train in a different manner than what is required by the scrum.
Okay. Um, so go ahead and write in your inventory what you guys are deciding to keep with you. Um, Note that the syringe and the bottles were labeled as insulin. So it would be pre-apocalypse insulin
Hmm.
if you are writing any of that down. And similar things like that. Uh, because this stuff has survived since before the end of times, essentially. Um,
She'll have taken some of the willow bark for herself as well. Unless actually she looks at Connor and is like, "Hey, Connor, is this the stuff that I think it is? Like, is this that bark that like, is this what's it for
Buying
again?"
it to make medicines for pain.
Yeah. Do you think you could make me some of that? I know a couple folks who could really use it.
Uh, Yes, with the proper equipment.
Sure. She's like starts thinking about who she knows who would have the proper equipment who could do that. Um,
you could probably think of a couple of people,
yeah.
because processing willow bark is not going to be particularly difficult. Um, but yeah, so this is going to be an in character discussion for you guys, and Whiskey may have a response as to how Cameron responds to it
Hmm.
when he gets back. But from your knowledge of how all of this happened, Kat, because you are probably the most experienced hunter in the group at the moment with Luna gone.
Mhm.
with how quickly everything went to shit, it would be unsurprising if most groups didn't have anything.
Sweet. Then I take like 90%.
Okay.
Excellent. Yeah, let's go. They get one squonk.
They get one squonk, and that's it.
Sorry, squog. One squog and like a palm-sized piece of willow bark.
Okay.
And then we did one. There was one plant, right?
Yeah. I
Mm.
think Rev had written down what it was going to be because you have a whole list of things that you had done research on.
Yes, I think I was grabbing. I know you also let me get like just various medical plants
Mhm.
during the trip, but the one like specific named one I went for was some mulberry leaves for making tea for heart
Oh, that's right.
blood pressure.
Yeah. So
And those are in his pack. Like those were like
Yeah, he just gathered those himself. So yeah, there's a plant of some kind that I let you like get the roots of that you
mhm.
did while you
those going to be
stopped
for.
during the
It was on the technically on
trapping
the
for
list and stuff.
the squonks. Um, so some sort of plant. I don't remember if we designated what it was.
Okay. I'll take one leaf from that plant.
And then I have the mystery plants that I need to study from the
Yes.
Cooper's lair.
Let's see.
Um.
Let's
Yeah.
say that you got some, ironically, what's called self heal that you were able to dig up, which is Prunella vulgaris. It's in the mint family and has
Ooh.
small purple blue flowers. Um, but it's typically used to soothe sore throats and mouth irritations. Helps with like mouth and throat ulcers as well. So
Was this the one from the cave, or is this the one from the one that
Before
we?
when yeah.
Oh, that is.
yeah, that's like the one from before.
Okay. Yeah. If
It
cat,
was
if
part of the
Connor,
actual.
yeah, if Connor lets her, cat will take a flower and a leaf from that one.
Okay,
Um, kind of
that's
like
probably enough for one cup of tea.
perfect. She'll fold it in like two pieces, like a piece of paper to kind of keep it safe. She'll add it into the pile with the palm size of willow bark, and pull out another little canvas case, put the squawk in there, put it next to that.
Give me just a general speed check because these are living squogs, and they are
It's cocked. It's cocked.
wild and panicky. Okay.
That's a 17. I don't know
Oh
what
my
I don't know
gosh.
Rolls
why.
are
Who
I
are
don't.
solid
you?
tonight. It's
That is
gonna come
crazy.
back to get you at some point.
It really is. I
It's
am blowing everything in this
yeah.
session.
So
There's
yeah,
I'm
it
yeah.
it goes to leap away and you just grab it and like right back into the case.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have divvied your spoils. What are you guys doing now?
Cat stops and then like after like we divvy it all up, she turns and looks at Connor and then looks at the wax canvas she's like wrapped around his torso. Um and then like looks at Cameron kind of like a and then looks back at Connor, looks at Cameron and is like, right, well, I guess that concludes your assessment.
Uh, I will say for whiskey that Cameron does not have the skills to mend machine.
Yeah.
Cameron is a doctor of flesh and blood creatures. So it is actually written into Rev's character sheet on how to handle injuries to the machine parts. So Cameron, well, yes, the assessment is indeed over and can make whatever comments Whiskey chooses when he gets back. Um, Cameron would not be versed in the skills to heal this.
One could use a cup of tea.
You want a cup of tea?
Yeah, so it's like pulling out some of the leaves he got and putting them in a separate container for going back to make some tea.
Uh okay. I'll join you for that.
You are welcome.
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on the whole uh excursion. Doc, pleasure.
All right. So, elsewhere in the train, screaming echoing distantly in your head. It's distracting almost at this point because it's been going on for about 30 minutes now. Squeezing through the various passages hidden in the alcoves of this strange societal train is Celeste La Luna. Finding the elders, you said?
Yep.
Find the elders?
I I traveled slow. I'm trying to make sure that nobody else touches this thing. So I'm taking the less traveled paths, especially even among my people. Um, and I think once I found myself uh, right before I enter the room with the elders, Luna's going to take a deep breath, curse under her breath, and then step into the council room for at least this section of our people's home.
Mm. So, the Flutters, while they have the ability to house anywhere in the residential sections of the train, um, have, for the most part, taken the majority of one of the upper sections of one of the carts, maybe a little bit halfway down the train, fairly close to one of the stone carts, um, and tucked more towards the back, sort of like using the rest of the housing and homes there as the walls before what is essentially the meeting chambers where the elders reside. So you have to get through all of the residential sections and ducking and pulling the sapling away from the various other flutters that are there, which a lot of them had gone out because of this stop. You're probably a little grateful to see that the population seems to still be fairly prominent, so much of them probably also made it back. Maybe they didn't go as far, or because of flight, they were able to get up above where the most dangerous parts of the forest became after the storm. Going in, it's dark, but you're used to that. It's always kept dark in the council chambers. There's the slight scent of damp because somehow, despite the fact that the Steelheart is indeed predominantly metals and resins, somehow still lichen and moss has been able to grow and be cultivated in these council chambers. And two of the elders are currently in presence. And they are indeed old. Their wings tattered, looking brittle almost as they twitch, almost as they move slowly in place.
I I bring news, elders. It is she sort of fidgets, um, just almost endlessly. Really, she just she's very nervous in front of the elders. She goes, I believe I may have found something that is of importance to our goal.
The light guides us all.
Light guides us all.
What has it guided you to? Hmm. And its head kind of clicks to the side, staring at you.
I I present the tree. I sort of put it on the ground and let go of it. My little hands immediately go to grab back the flame, and I say, it is a living tree. It communicates into the mind. When I touched its kind, I could hear them wailing for or fearing for what lay beyond.
Hello and thank you, Raiders. Psyche Siren, thank you so much.
Oh,
Um,
hello.
so, uh, welcome. Hope that you had a good stream. Can I get you to do a quick shout out for them, Ash? Um,
Oh,
I
yeah, I can.
hope that you
Oh,
were having a good game, whatever it happened to be. But yeah, so we are currently running towards the later portion of our session for the night. Playing a cipher game, Aether Engines, with my beautiful players here. I love them so much. So if you have to raid and run, we totally understand. Stretch your legs, get some water. If you would like to stick around, that would totally be appreciated. But yes, we totally understand, and
um,
hope you have a good night.
I did.
It shouted you out apparently. Oh,
Yeah.
you
I
okay?
don't know
It
how to. I've
looks
never done this
it looks
before.
like
It's,
Rev shouted them out. Thanks. So to do a shout out
I
for
did.
future reference, it is shout out and then the handle. There you go.
Sorry,
But
I've only
yes,
been around for like a decade in the Twitch scene.
it's okay. It's
And,
okay. We all have those nights. But yeah, so thank you so much for the shout out. And thank you very much for the raid. So
you.
let's wander back into the session. Homebrew one shot. Ooh, love homebrew. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We love homebrew. Very cool. So tell us about it in chat if you'd like. Um, so as you set the tree or the tree sapling that you have taken from the screaming forest down onto the ground before the elders, and you claim that it is a living tree that speaks into the mind. Um, one of the two, its dusty, brittle wings grayish, and you're not like these flutters are old enough to where you're not sure if they've gone gray and muted in color with age or if that's just what their color has always been. Because either could be true. Um, it slowly reaches one of its limbs out and doesn't quite brush against the sapling into the mind. And what does it say to you?
Um, it sort of just screams.
It screams.
Yeah, but in a I and in a they've been taken from their home sort of way.
Interesting. And it sets the very fuzzy little hand down on,
We call it that, I think.
yeah, the hand, the paw end of its little moth arms
Appendage.
appendage on the sapling, and the moth, the flutter goes rigid. It's probably the most tense you've seen this figure, because moving and tension is difficult on old bodies. I am functionally aware of that. But after a moment, it pulls the limb away, and the little antenna droops slightly. You're not sure if it's in pain or just in sympathy for this thing that you have presented to them. A brother, torn from where it belongs. And it seems to pet over the air near the sapling rather than making physical contact. The other one just kind of makes an odd clicking noise that you know is something closer to a moth language than most of the flutters speak. It's not fully developed, it's just understanding a, a noise like you would understand a gesture. It's not words, it's just intent. And it seems to be curiosity and agreement all at once. The skylight did this?
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Uh, so, culturally speaking, skylight for flutters could be the sun, or it could be the freak lightning storms that change the face of the earth,
Mhm.
or it could just be lightning.
Hmm.
It has a variety of meanings, and it is up to you to interpret what the elder might mean.
In that case, I will rewind a second. She did not respond in that way. Her response will in turn be something that she knows is going to bring some annoyance to the attitude of the elders. But she goes, I do not, I fear I do not know, but I might know somebody who does. Um,
Who is this other that you believe?
um, I in her language, she is feline.
It must be discussed. Go now. And the antenna kind of twitch in irritation.
I leave. The others have spoken.
Yeah. And you just leave the sapling behind with them.
Uh, yes, I've
Okay.
presented it to them.
Okay.
It is not my purview to choose what they keep or don't keep. What I bring
All right.
them.
Sounds good. So, Kat and Connor, you went to make tea. Where are you making tea? Because that might be. I'm not sure if Luna is going to search for you, but it's imperative to know where everyone is, essentially.
I'm assuming there's some sort of like, I guess, like group kitchen associated with a handful of various residents. Like they get a kitchen every like six
Yeah,
apartments. There's a kitchen or whatnot. We're
yeah,
probably
there,
going to the one closest to mine.
yeah. There's community storage and community food preparation areas. In addition to there also being kind of dining spots.
So yeah, he's definitely going back to the closest one he knows of, which is one by his um, room.
Okay,
And he'll go there and get a teapot and start prepping everything. And
to deal with some pain.
Cat
Uh,
sits down in like a chair at the in like the mess, just sort of kind of like faced out from the table. Her arms are crossed. She just watches Connor.
Luna, are you searching for them or are you going back home? Or are you doing something else? I don't know.
No, she will search cat out. She hasn't been paid yet, so
Okay. Uh, all right. So you guys are making tea.
yeah, he'll put a cup down in front of cats, put a cup down across the sit. There's like very much a slow lowering himself into the seat and tucking his tail down under or wrapping it around underneath the table so it's not in anyone's way. Um, takes a moment. Um, and he looks up. So, our most expeditions this exciting?
I think there's just like a long pause, and like all we can hear is just like literal like water dripping off of our clothes. We're sitting in the mess, covered in mud. I don't know if people are coming in. I'm certain they're doing their own thing given the state of the storm outside. And Cat's just like, honestly, thought that went pretty well. So, is this usual? No. I would say it's unusual that things go that well.
Then I will. They say, count my blessings.
Yeah, count whatever you want. If it makes you feel any better. Do you need to see someone about that?
I will. I'll take care of it in time.
You take care of that?
I'll, there's a moment you'll probably catch. Um, he almost says a name, and then like a realization that he's not on that same train. Uh, oh, I have it checked.
You'll have it checked. You know a guy already?
Well, Samson's an engineer.
Fuck Samson.
It's
Sorry.
is he not?
No, he's a fucking idiot. Oh, Do I know anyone? I've got to know someone.
You know a variety of people. Make a roll to see if you can think of anyone that might possibly have a clue how to deal with whatever the fuck is going on with your brother's mechanical parts.
16.
Seriously, dude. Holy fuck.
What is going on? Stop
I
it.
have no idea. I
I
haven't
am
lied
very
at all.
afraid for when this comes back at you.
This is all going to be so bad. I'm going to not roll higher than a 5 in a different session.
Next session.
Thank you,
so,
Lady Prosrea.
But yes,
Oh.
so you are pretty sure that you know a guy. There's a couple of people that you've done some favors for. At least one or two that have a hobby of tinkering with whatever old world technology you can get your hands on and bring back, which is probably the closest that you're going to find to whatever the hell is going on with your brother, because you don't really know personally of technology that works on anything other than Aetherstone energy. And the fact that he was sparking in reaction to water indicates that there's some level of electricity going on there. Because you've seen things get charged with electricity before. It's just not really used much.
Yeah. All right. Where's Brindle? Who knows electricity? Who knows that? Raylan, maybe? You know what? I'm gonna take you to. I know this person. Their name is Nyx.
Nix. Okay. I love making my players name the NPCs for me.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I wrote down all three of those
so
names.
many.
So
Raylan,
So many in 3
Raylan, Brindle,
Nyx.
Okay, so Nix.
I think they'll be able to at least figure something out. They'll be able to figure something out.
You don't need to worry.
I
It
don't.
doesn't hurt so much. It's more of a just inconvenience.
That's too tempting. I'm going to offer GM intrusion. You had to say it. So, Rev, I am offering you a GM intrusion. Because this
Always.
is established.
Yeah!
Partially dealing with Aetherstone energy and partially dealing with electricity because of the way that nerves function with electrical impulses. As you say that, just this shock from the mechanical parts like jolts through your chest of it being damaged and thus misfiring, and that is indeed extremely painful.
There's a flicker and the whole table lifts because my tail just does this.
So take an experience point. You have one to give out.
Cat just
This
sort
is
of
action XP or story XP.
Action XP. Because remember, we're using story for
Yes.
when you guys eventually tear up.
That's right. Yes.
I don't think like Cat reacts to the table moving or anything. And she just sort of like takes her cup of tea and like slides it out of the puddle that it was in from having spilt. So okay. That wasn't pain?
Inconvenience.
yeah, that's
I will
it's a real big inconvenience.
sneak out this Nyx.
That's a good idea. You want to take your tea to go?
Yes.
Kat pulls out her canteen, walks over to like the sink, pours out the canteen. It's kind of one that keeps it insulated, and she pours Connor's tea into the canteen and puts it in his hand. Okay, let's go. She takes her tea and just carries it
Okay.
open.
All right. So, and by the way, Ash, Luna can find them at whatever stage you want, whatever you find to be the best reintroduction for you. Um,
Uh, I think it is. It would be on the way to Nyx.
okay. So Nyx is probably in one of the maintenance areas of the train and or in kind of the black market areas of one of the storage carts, because of the stuff that they like fooling around with. Um, so where are you heading to try and find them?
I think that Kat will start taking like a the direct route essentially to that area. And then when we get like 2 cars away, she'll kind of uh look at Connor and step off to the side and then um open up one of the hatches that goes down and under.
Mm-hmm.
Um uh and you know, says after you.
Very carefully and awkwardly squeeze into the hatch. Drop down.
Cat will drop down after Connor and then like scooch past him, and then we'll take essentially like the under train way there to avoid any kind of interaction or surveillance from above.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nick's, given the nature of their interests, probably isn't one you really want to be associated with that often, because of the risk of working with electrical devices. So yeah, we'll kind of, I say sneak, but like Cat has an impairment in sneaking and Connor is Connor. So like I don't really know how good we're gonna do at this.
I think this is around the time where Luna, like official, like once they start entering the secret passageways,
Oh yeah.
that's where Luna,
Absolutely.
like maybe they have to sort of like go around a corner to kind of dip into a side panel, and then there's just a faint silhouette of a moth person in the distance, lit up by a jar full of flames.
Well, that's makes it easy to spot you. This That's very unique to Luna, my guess is.
A lot of the flutters carry around a
Oh.
jar of light of some kind.
Oh.
Not every single one of them, and some of them keep it a little more private. Like they don't necessarily just have it right there. It'll be hanging from something or packed away somewhere.
Okay.
But it is common enough. Nevertheless, Luna's silhouette is still unique enough to where you can probably, being her best friend and frequently interacting with her, you can probably identify that's her versus someone else.
Yeah. Also, is there like a unique color to the arcane flame that's in that jar, or is it all the same for each of the flames that are in the jar? Is there like it's a unique to you color?
Luna?
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
Okay.
My thought process has always been that at least the having an arcane flame itself is unique to her. I just never considered it glowing any other color than just regular fire.
Okay.
If I had to pick, though, I feel like I always associate the color cyan with magic. It's also my favorite color, so I'll say it's cyan.
Okay. I just wanted to like if there was like almost like an eye color associated with the flame, right? That I would recognize Luna specifically based on the color even. Um, yeah. Okay. Uh,
And sorry for stepping on your toes with the fire there. I thought that we had wanted that as like part of the flutter thing.
No, I do I you were what you said is correct. I just the the jar of flame specifically is like everybody has a light,
Hmm.
but I always imagined the jar
Okay.
of flame to be her specifically because she's one of the ones that goes out more often and is able to find more uh unique sources of light.
All right, let's go with that then.
love
Mm.
it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that must be like a unique flicker and a unique like it just
Yeah.
makes Luna stand out. I think Kat knows better to not like shout, so she just I think she will like tap on the metal as a like a way to like let Luna know that she's I know Luna can see her probably. Can you see in the dark? Hey, she'll just wave.
You would know this. She actually has a thing where if she is in bright light, she sees worse.
Mm.
Kind of like a drow sort of thing.
Yep.
Um, which means that for her to be looking at her flame, she is actively making it harder for her to notice anything.
Right. Yeah. Um yeah. In this like dim light though, Cat just kind of like waves rather than like calls out to Luna. Uh and then I'm guessing does Luna just join rank as we kind of make our way through?
Uh, yeah, she'll probably crawl across the ceiling. It's above you, and then as you approach, she uses one of her paws out.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go back. I haven't been back to my my bunk yet. We have we're taking him to see we're taking Connor to see Nyx.
So very clearly, he doesn't have the sapling anymore, or she doesn't have the sapling.
She doesn't.
Yeah. And he looks up. Do you still have the root?
Ah, Luna, later, Matt. Luna, I'm sorry. Later, I promise.
I
Okay?
offer up some tea.
I think unconsciously Luna associates Connor with Cat's stress, and therefore stress bad. So she sees Connor as like a source of stress, therefore Connor is bad.
Do you want some tea, Luna? Just kind of tea? No?
I don't I don't drink that.
Yeah, well, I'm okay.
I would you like some bugs?
It just he was just
Yes.
offering. Oh,
A very tiny little hand holding a centipede moves towards you. Just puts it directly in your mouth.
Use a little pepper. I hear
And see if
ants
poison
take up
works and begins
pepper.
crawling away.
oh my God.
Oh my god.
It would work on a moth person, just I don't think it would work on anybody else.
Oh, Connor, you have on your character sheet something regarding poison, right? That's what I thought. So yeah, like one, poison has to enter the bloodstream instead of or venom, which is what centipedes have, not poison, has to enter the bloodstream.
Oh no,
Uh,
just she just fully coated this thing.
Coated
Oh,
it. Oh, lovely.
Yes.
So yeah, either way, um, we don't have to worry about it specifically for Connor because Connor is a mutant and has
Great.
specific mutations. But Celeste, Luna just scurries away after mentioning something regarding poison.
Cat's just like, okay. I think if
Leave a few ants for they had a peppery flavoring. Could add to this.
just turns around, she just turns around. She's just like, okay, well, not right now. And keeps going towards Nyx's shop.
Okay.
You eat what you got to in the apocalypse, guys.
I'm aware.
Oh yeah.
It won't be the first time any of us has eaten bugs.
Nyx's shop is probably like twofold. The underground portion where like the more hidden shit is, and then probably a little work corner in one of the carts that is meant for the actual working on things that are not, frowned upon. So you'd be able to find the underground entrance to Nyx's shop pretty easily. Are you just going to go in? Are you going to knock? Are you going to try and go back to the surface ish of the train, the primary people ish area of the train, before going to the main shop? Or what's the plan?
I think if we're down here and there's access down here, Cat will walk up to the entrance and is there like a buzzer or anything like that she can push to alert him? If not, she'll do a knock that Nyx will recognize.
There's probably some sort of trigger cord or something to a bell or something.
Yeah. She'll like ring it in a way that like is two like really abrupt tugs.
Okay.
It's kind of like a distinct.
All right. So it takes a minute because Nyx was not just on the other side of the door. But eventually you hear what might be shuffling on the other side before the door swings open and then, like, just kind of throwing themselves against the border, the doorway side, is this kind of skinny, like, not rail thin, but you can tell that they get distracted more frequently than they should and forget to eat type of skinny, with a shock of bright purple hair. One of the reasons why you became familiar with Nyx is because Nyx is one of the other mutants on the train. So bright purple hair, three eyes, one on one side and then two offset on the other. That like turns and looks at you with mostly with the side that has the two eyes, and then coming down their neck and stretching into their clothing and then down one arm is a giant Lichtenberg scar.
Oh.
Yes. And like broad crooked smile with a little bit of broken teeth, has gotten into few too many fights, and like just kind of looks you up and down. Hey, Cat.
Nyx, how's it going?
Good. Sup? Sup? Looks at Connor, frowns a little bit. I was busy. I was busy, but for you, I'd be good. Let me. You brought him through the underside, cat, and then like kind of squeezes between you and the wall and shuts the door behind him so that Connor can't see inside.
Kat just kind of like steps back next to Connor and she like unclips both of like the things that they're adhering like that canvas to his chest and then just kind of like pulls that away and just leaves like Connor open. She's like, yeah. Uh
Oh,
Be of
oh, cat, you
assistance.
bring me the best presents. Oh,
Sorry, he gets a
is
little
he for
close,
me?
Connor.
And he's like leaning in and is like a couple inches nose away from the damaged portion of you. Oh, is he for me?
Wait, what did you say, Connor?
You think you can be of assistance?
So are you like all like this, or just like, is it added to you? Are you like a smart thing from back then? Did you
This is
find?
hey, yo, hey, Nix. This is my baby brother.
Oh,
All right. He was born and
oh,
raised. Okay. He
oh.
grew up next
I
to
was
me.
getting
All right.
sorry. I was getting excited. I thought you had brought me like a nice little present. It's
This is
still a
not a
little bit of
present. This is a human being, Nick.
it's
Sorry.
still a little bit of like this is nice. This is different. This is unique. It's still a little bit of
As
it's still a little bit of a present. You know how to
It's
charm
not a.
me,
It's a.
cat. You know how to charm me. Wow.
uh,
I can try to
uh
help. Yeah.
as Cat gets annoyed, the light of the fire dims as my wings close up, and you hear Luna go, "Is this one for healing too?"
No. Oh, sorry. No, Luna. No, we're not. So I've just had a long day. That's all. I'm sorry. I'm
Sorry,
Nix.
sorry, 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 sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna
I'm
say
good.
this real
I'm good.
nicely.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
I would
clear. I'm cool.
appreciate
I'm clear.
if
I'm
you
fine.
referred to my sibling here as a human being.
As a human, he's as human as you and me. All right,
You
cool.
got it.
Yes.
Thank you so
Cool.
much. I appreciate that so much.
How did you get it though, dude? How did you get it? It's I've never
Have,
seen anything like, and his eyes start going like all three of his eyes start going wide again, and you can tell that he is really starting to focus in on the machinery again.
perhaps I can share if you can be of assistance in
Oh,
patching this.
it's gonna take me a little bit of consensual and polite exploration to figure out how it works, but I'm probably the best. I'm definitely the best to help and try to help. It might take me like a day or so to figure it out. It's
I have notes.
You're trying to steal me from your sister. It's okay. I'm open to it. Okay, let me. And then he just goes to snatch it out of your hand.
Oh, the mechanical hand slams shut and does not release.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. I can human respect. I can do the respect and the human. Oh. Yes. If you let me read it, and a little. I'm not even gonna try and take you apart. I promise I'm not even gonna try and take you apart. Just let me read it, and I can help. You gotta agree to one thing. One thing. One, please. One thing. One agreement. You only come to me for help.
There's a brief moment. And then he finally nods.
No one else gets to help with that. That's all mine. That's all me. Okay, yes. Uh, into my humble abode. Yeah. And he's focused on Connor still.
Kat just kind of like looks over Nyx at Connor and is like, "Are you okay?"
I am okay.
Yeah.
He's the
Thank
best.
you.
I promise. I'm just a little excited. Just a little excited. I will be respectful. I will be respectful as human as you and me, just with extra fun parts. Yes,
Okay,
this way.
let's just, you know what, Nyx, let's stop talking. She like goes to like push him towards the less words all together, and let's just focus. Let's maybe do a quiet time focus and just not take anybody apart. Let's just
As Cat as Cat pushes Nyx, there's a sound of uh Luna drawing her hatchet.
no, 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 nope. We're good. No hatchet time. This is fine. Uh, and kind of push him towards the door a little bit. Um, uh, and kind of
Yeah. Okay. Go get cleaned up.
And with the door opening in the lower part of his shop, like the hidden area, there is well lit so that he can see very well. There seems to be a variety of parts that have been cleaned and fit back together of any number of strange early world devices, both that Cat and others have brought to Nyx to play with. Some seem to be retrofitted with little chips of Aetherstone. Some still spark with some sort of bits of electricity. Tables and shelves and displays of so many different tools and magnifying glasses and any number of things. A couple of chairs and tables to work on. And Nyx graciously leaves the door open for you, Cat, while Connor comes in and gets comfortable. But he is already seeming to clear off a table for Connor to be able to lay down so that he can get a better look at whatever the hell is going on.
Cat sort of like lingers in the doorway, kind of like doesn't come fully into the shop, um, and like shoots Connor a glance and looks back at Nyx. You said you'll be a couple hours?
Easily, I've I've never seen something like this on a someone, so it's exciting but new, and it will take a little bit of figuring out how it all works. And his fingers never seem to stop moving.
Okay, great. Well, I'll see you guys in a couple hours, and then Cat's just gonna shut the door.
Just leaving Connor in there, just like.
Yep.
So are you gonna steal me from your sister? And he just gives you a big creepy smile. Which, Cat, I am not saying this was ever reciprocated.
No, never. Never. Not once. Ever.
And as far as Cat can tell, other than the fact that he is a little creepy about anything regarding electricity, he is probably putting you on about a lot of that. But nevertheless, it's still creepy.
Yeah.
But we will leave it right about there with Kat and Luna going back to potentially pay Luna, if that is what you guys choose to do. And Connor going to get his studies and repair by someone on the train that might be able to help him with mechanical injuries now and potentially in the future. Um, and that also sets us up for the fact that should we indeed game next week, as we are originally scheduled to do, Rev is likely to not be here that time. So
Hmm.
that gives him a little bit of time away and off screen if necessary. But we will see. It's a maybe, but given Rev that freedom to potentially step away. Uh, but yes, so thank you so much, guys. That's been a wonderful game. I hope that it was fun for everyone with screaming trees and all. Let's go ahead and go around saying who we are, where you can find us, and I'm going to see if I can find anyone to raid. This time we're going to start with Rev.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Rev. I was playing Connor tonight, our strange cyborg doctor, scientist fella, botanist. He's got a lot of little titles on what he likes to study, and it's ever expanding. But again, Evie, thank you for letting me play. Throughout the week, you guys can find me over on my channel here on Twitch, playing a variety of games, also running a Pathfinder game, hoping to get some more Starfinder games in soon. Let's explore some more tabletop systems out there. Ash and Nikki, thank you for being awesome players. I will pass it on to Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I play La Luz de la Luna, also known as Luna, today. I also play in Altered Echo Archive's current two other campaigns on every other Sunday. Next Sunday, I play Balbus Forge in Empyrean Wilds, the sequel campaign to Empyrean Rising. She just confronted the ghost of her former captain that she killed while mutinying against him. That was really fun. And then I also play in what was supposed to be today's campaign, but it's now going to be not this Friday, but this coming Friday, but the next Friday's Once Upon a Reflection campaign, where I play Juan Ferreira and sometimes Senor Fluffington. The dog is still stuck in the realm of the Sandman, and the human is still stuck in the body of a Chihuahua. So they're both having a good time. Outside of here, I am also a streamer. I haven't streamed in a while because I've been doing summer work. But you can catch me inside as Sign the Grackle. I'm in chat once in a while, messing up shout outs. Really good at that. And then I'm working on other stuff that I'll feel more confident saying once I actually do anything about it. But this coming week. It's officially my last week of summer camp, so I should be hopefully I'll be able to be here more consistently for all of those games. That took a while. I'm sorry. Nikki, go.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, so I guess I'm Nikki Nerds Out. Normally I stream over on my Twitch channel, but I have currently been on hiatus for almost a year now, actually. But I do have, I keep saying I have plans to come back, but I really will. I'm just very much enjoying my time. And until that day comes, you can also find me over at Rev's channel, where I play in a campaign called Tales of Telluria, and I play Megan, who is a rogue. She's pretty great. I recommend you check out Rev's channel and that crew. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, until then, I guess looking forward to the next session here on the next Friday. Excited to see. I love this setting. It's just such a cool setting. It's just so badass. It's very cool. I really am enjoying it. So thank you so much, Evie, for putting this all together. And I'll leave it in your hands.
Thank you so much. I've been having a lot of fun, and while I do thank you for that compliment, you guys did help because we did some fun world building stuff together, which definitely made the world more rich. But we will continue on and see what everybody gets up to next time, I guess. But yeah, so I'm Evie, the Disaster GM. I pronounce her she, they, or any because I really don't care. But yeah, so I'm the director of Alter Deco Archives and our primary GM for our three primary campaigns. We might have some other one shots or short campaigns that eventually crop up depending on, who's available for what and when and scheduling stuff. But I do run our other two games, our Fairy Tale Friday game that would normally be today, but scheduling stuff and convention season. Like, one of our players is a beautiful and wonderful artist, but that also means conventions. So we weren't able to meet up today, so we've been on a brief hiatus for Once Upon a Reflection. And then also our fantasy adventure, Empyrean Wilds, which is a sequel campaign to our first Cypher system game that we ran on this channel, Empyrean Rising. Um, but yeah, so we're having a lot of fun. Love running these new Cypher games. And by the next session, I might have the physical copy of the new Cypher character book, because that really depends on how long it takes, mail to get here. So by next session or the session after it, maybe, I have no idea. It should be going out soon, and I might be able to like hold it up on screen and be like, "Hey, look, pretty art." But yeah, so
Oh,
beyond that,
right.
support the streamers if you can. Support the charity cause that we have going on. I've got links in
Mhm.
chat, and if you're watching on YouTube, I've got links in the description for you to be able to just kind of go out and support the people that you can. But we do run this game every other Friday. Normally, we're gonna be here again next Friday because this is an off-schedule stream. And so go ahead and give us a follow so that you can be notified when we go live. We are going to be raiding over into Sword and Key, who have some fun art and game going with some players going. So stick around if you're on Twitch for the raid, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.